Happy Friday, beautiful souls. This is Shamama Hunting Owl, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading for the week of August 5th through the 12th. This will take us through the Lion's Gate on the 8th. Depending on how energy goes, maybe I'll make another video for that. I also want you guys to know that the second installment on the Twin Flame Runner's journey should be up on Monday. My beautiful, sweet soul that is working on this with me has made their second recording. It's going to be about why the runner keeps running, why, if they know and feel all of these feelings, what holds them back. So I think that's going to be really powerful for you guys, so I hope you can have time to watch that next week. And like I said, I think it's going to be on Monday. What else? I want to thank everybody, my new subscribers, my old subscribers, my clients, everybody reaching out with their comments, their questions, everyone who's making donations. I am trying to keep up as quickly as possible with sending out the Oracle cards to those of you who are in the U.S. and for those of you who are international, I am trying to, within 24 hours, respond and get you guys your two card reading through your email. So if any of you are not familiar with that, if you make a $22 donation through PayPal using my email, I will provide you with one of those two things. What else do I have to talk about? I don't think I have any other business, really. So, oh, okay, I had a question from a couple of people actually that asked about how was it that my twin, because recently in a video I talked about that my twin personally had sort of stepped up, made himself more accessible, and what that meant. And when I say that, we are definitely not in union yet. We are back in our quiet separation phase again after a couple weeks ago coming together. But what happened was he had reached out through social media. I mean, it's very, 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 it's almost like testing the waters, putting your big toe in to see if the bathtub's hot or cold. He would reach out on social media. He would like a picture that I would post on Instagram. Something that was very relevant to him, that I knew would be very relevant to him, and also the other twins on this journey. He would do things like when we would text, his tone in the text would be very different. He would call me love. He would use the word love a lot. I love that. I love this. He, oh, my love. He would call me baby. Things that he hadn't done in a long time. With that, I had ended up making myself very vulnerable to him and reaching out to him, letting him know that there were things that I just needed to share with him and get off my chest. And he and I had spoke on the phone. I sort of let a lot pour out, not everything. I didn't inform him about this whole twin flame thing and what it meant, but I explained that we had this, connection that I didn't really understand, but that it was very intense and very powerful. I explained to him more than that, the healing that I had been going through and the issues that had been coming up for me in the things that when we had come together in the past and then separated again, the triggers that I saw in myself and the triggers in him that I saw, and the things that I felt were important that we still had to work on. We did come together physically about 2.5 weeks ago, where we sat down and actually talked in person. And, again, he was very emotionally vulnerable. He was very present, which is something that he had not really been able to do very much, in being present. He was vulnerable emotionally. He sat there and spoke to me and kept saying to himself, I don't understand, I don't do this, I don't communicate, I don't talk, and here I am with you sharing things. And the piece de resistance was that he actually told me he loved me. So, but since then, of course, he has gone quiet. And and that's okay. For the first time, I have to say that in this entire twin journey of us coming together and coming apart, I'm comfortable with his silence. I understand why he is being silent. He opened up a huge emotional area for himself. He opened up his heart, and like most of the twins, they open up and they get really scared. They get full of fear. And I kind of feel like I hear his thoughts are like, oh shit, what did I say to her? Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. What was I thinking? Did I make a huge mistake? Is this really real? So I kind of feel that energy that's coming from him of his confusion and just him needing to process and take the time. So I hope that answered your questions of how he has opened up emotionally, how things have changed, how the communication has changed. Um, and yeah, so let's get started with the reading for this week, guys. Again, I have the masculine and the feminine. I know you guys can't see the whole card spread layout, so I'm just going to hold up the cards. And for the masculine, we're going to start with the Ten of Cups. And, I mean, I'm sorry, not the Ten of Cups. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The King of Cups. And the King of Cups is that of the healer. It's of being generous. It's about emotions. It's about starting to become secure with those emotions. Really feeling things and being confident in what they're feeling. That's the sense I get that the unawakened twin or the newly awakened twin is going through. I don't even want to call it the masculine and feminine anymore because, I've had so many females come to me with the masculine energy lately, and so I'd rather call it the newly awakened twin or the recent, the unawakened twin. But for this card, it's about truly just they're coming into their feelings more and more every day. They're accepting the feelings more and more every day. And with that, we have the Queen of Swords and for their energy. And the Queen of Swords card, I feel, is them aligning these emotions with their thoughts, with their communications, beginning to accept that this connection may not be logical, but there's something to it. There truly is something more to it than this, oh, my heart lights up and I don't know what's going on thing. Like I had said in the beginning, always, is that, most of these unawakened twins are the ones that have been the real logical, analytical, really in their head kind of people. Things need to make sense on a practical level for them. And this twin flame journey does not make sense to anyone on a practical level. So, but they're starting to come to that. They're starting to unite their thoughts and their communication with their heart and their emotions. So I think that's a really beautiful, beautiful area that they're at right now in their healing and in this journey. The last card that I have for them is the Fool card. And this card has come up 3 times today in 3 separate readings, and this is the 4th time that I have done for people privately today. And the Fool card, and for the masculine, which is really interesting. And this is about taking that step, starting a new beginning to something. Finding the innocence and trusting in what their head and their heart are finally telling them, getting ready to take that step off the cliff and into the waters, even though they may be rough waters or appear to be rough waters that are underneath them. In other words, their challenges that they have to overcome may be big in the 3D world, but I feel like they're there. They're right on the edge of that cliff. And they're ready to take the jump. They're thinking about taking the real plunge, and they have to have faith in that and want that, and they do. So with that, I have for the feminine or the more awakened twin is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about all of the love, all of the wishing. We have it all. The emotions are all there. They're above us, they're around us, they're surrounding us. We feel everything, good, bad, positive, negative. We have all the feelings, and we are just full of so much love, and we really are coming. I feel like for us, for the ones who are the more awakened twin, um, the love is there. The love we feel for our twin is huge, and it's almost overpowering and overwhelming at times. So we need to just remember to keep putting that love out there to our twin and encouraging them and communicating with them, even if we're not communicating in the 3D. You know, I walk around my house and I talk to my twin all day long. My kids think I'm a little crazy sometimes. Um, but it's how I communicate right now. I try not to reach out because I feel like that just prolongs things right now. So I reach out in the 5D. I talk to him. I talk to the heavens. I talk to him. I do a lot of meditating and sending messages that way. So, and in return, I get lots of signs and symbols that he's around me all the time. The numbers on the clock, the numbers in my car, just numbers everywhere in songs. Music is a really for me, is a heavy um, area that I get signs in, you know. So yeah, so we're full of wishes, we're full of emotion, we're full of love. Keep letting that flow through, you guys. The next card we have for the feminine, or again, the more awakened twin, makes me kind of sad because it's the 5 of Cups. And again, we're looking at the cups that are empty, not the cups that are full. And for the message that I'm getting for that is that we are still in a sad place. Our heart, we still go to that place, and it's okay. We're human. We are these spiritual souls in this human vessel. We deal with, you know, life in the 3D, and it makes us sad that we're not together. What I fear for some of the twins is that they're not seeing the forest for the trees. Because we're not seeing, all of us are not seeing the energy move as quickly as we would like. We're getting discouraged. We're feeling sad. But those 2 cups are standing, guys, and that's us. That's, you know, you and your twin, and the love is there, and those cups are full, and they're just waiting. We know that Spirit is doing what needs to be done in these unions, and the divine timing is everything. So don't, you know, try not to get discouraged. And if you do, it's okay. You know, be gentle with yourself, love yourself through it. Try not to get stuck in that energy, guys. And the last card for the feminine that I have is the Chariot. And the Chariot is about making the passage. It's about being balanced. It's about movement coming. And I really believe that plays into the 5 of Cups card, in that those cups are standing for a reason. Those 2 cups are up and full for a reason. And that's because they are there waiting for us. And I feel like this is all part of this Chariot energy. We may not see what is going on from the heavens, but shit's happening, guys. The angels are doing what they need to do for us to get us into union. And actually, that's really interesting because that's the cards in the middle that I pulled for us for today, or for this week. And the first card is the Wheel of Fortune card. And for me, the first message I got is that this energy is moving. Destiny is happening. And I really feel like, I started to feel like that this Fool standing on the ledge as the masculine or the unawakened twin was kind of going to get a boot in the butt. Because they are still teetering on the edge. I feel like it's that the angels, the universe, source, God, destiny was going to step in and kind of kick them off that cliff a little bit. And the reason I felt that when I drew these cards is because the next 2 cards that came up were the Tower. And I felt like this was them getting kicked off that cliff, taking that jump forcibly by the universe, by destiny, and their shit come crashing down, truly forcing their hand in getting moving on this journey. So I think for some of the twins, of the unawakened twins, that this is what's going to be happening. That it's and for lack of a better analogy, shit or get off the pot, because they've been just sitting there for so long. The universe is going to kind of kick them in the butt and get their tower to shake up and get this situation moving. And with that also came the Ten of Swords. which is a new beginning, which is an end to the pain and suffering, which is moving past all of this stuff that's been stopping us. Oops, sorry. And really all past the agony. But this tower is gonna shake them up something terrible. And be hard for them, but it's going to give them this new awakening. It's going to let them take this leap of faith and really open up and come to this beautiful place, which is going to be the place of the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is them truly, rationally putting together these pieces and communicating it with us. The communication is coming, guys. I know some of you have experienced it already. There's a lot of you that are still waiting. We're all in different parts in this journey also. There's many phases to it. There's many levels of it. So for some of the newbies that I've been talking to, the babies on the journey, I so fondly call you, you know, you guys have a ways to go. The beauty is that the twins who have been going through this for a while have paved the path for you. We have been able to do the hard research and work and really kind of figure out what's happening. So you guys have a bounty of information at your disposal that's going to help you kind of fast path this journey and maybe not catch up, but not be far behind. You're not going to be doing this for years and years and years like some of us have. So understand that you know, this is where we're at right now. I picked 2 cards from the Archangel Raphael healing deck, and for the feminine or the awakened twin, it was hydration. And basically this is about taking care of yourself, really putting in the time to take care of your physical vessel, drink a lot of water, eat healthy, get sleep, exercise, do the things that you really need to be done to take care of you. And for the masculine or the less awakened twin, I have do more research. And this is super cool because I feel like this is them putting the hearts and the thoughts together, because they are finally starting to look for information about what this is all about. They're seeking out outside sources to help them. They're reaching out and looking up things on the internet and finding out what these connections are. And they're actually doing their own twin flame homework, or at least starting to. So I think that these are the 2 important things that we need to focus on right now on both sides of the energy: is take care of yourself, awakened twins, love yourself, treat your body good. And for the unawakened twins, really do your research, do your homework, get your facts. As you do, all of this will come into play. It'll make a lot more sense to everybody involved. So yeah, guys, that's the reading for today, for this week. The new video will be coming out on Monday for the 2nd installment. I want to thank you all again so much for your donations, your love, your shares, your comments. I love your stories. Keep reaching out, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm sending you so much love and light. Blessings and gratitude always, twins. I love you. Mwah. Have a great week.